Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this session, we will learn about Hybris HAC. So, what is HAC? HAC is nothing but Hybris Admin Console. It is basically for the administrator to handle the entire functions and the operations in the website. So, in simple term, we can say it provides the flexibility to update platform, perform DML, monitor website, update configuration on the website. So now I will be showing you how to access HAC. To access HAC, first we have to make sure our Hybris is up. So I have already made a session on this. You can refer to my chapter 3rd video. So I will be providing the details in the description section, or you can on the above link which is displaying. So now let's see how to access HAC. So let me quickly open my browser. To access HAC, we have to hit localhost 9002/HAC. So this is the URL to access HAC. So you can see it is Hybris Administration Console. By default, the username will be admin and the password will be nimda. And then I will click on this. So this is the home page of the HAC. In the home page you can see the uptime. So the uptime here means the 4 days back our server has been up and from then it is running. So here it is the total uptime since the server is up. And also you can see the information about the memory, CPU load, threads, DB connection, and the task and the pending task overview. So these all details will be shown in this particular home page. So and here at the top you can see there are 4 main tabs. One is platform, monitoring, maintenance, and console. So let's go one by one inside platform and see how it looks. So in the platform we have these all options wherein we can use this. So I will click on tenants here. So in this page you can see there is a master tenant. As I have a basic setup, so the master tenant has been activated. So this page will actually tell about the list of the master and the slave tenants, and also you can see we have a button to activate it, and also you can see here the list the other tenants which are not active, and also we can click here and see the details of it. Here it shows all the details. So the next option is configuration. In the configuration you can see all the properties listed down under local.properties and project.properties. So in chapter 3rd I would have I had shown you that to access the website we have added these particular URLs. So these all will be appeared in that configuration section. So let me search for one of the configuration. So I've just searched for the website and you can see here all the website URLs which I have added in the local.properties. So here all the configuration will be listed, and also during the runtime you can add it on the fly itself. Here we have the key value, just we have to add the key here and the value and then click on the add. So on the fly itself we can add the values. And the total count you can see there are around 1992 entries. So these all properties have come from the extensions which we are under the suite. And the next option is system. In the system, so here it gives the detailed information on the threads and the operating system, and also you can see the system properties tab. So here it gives the information about running the Java virtual machine and the system variables. You would have seen this Hybris bin directory in local extension.xml. Let me show you that. So these all, here you can see the Hybris bin directory. So these all gets replaced with the value here, the absolute path here. So these are declared under the system properties. So to know about the system information we can go under the platform and then system. And the next comes the logging. Here you can see the log levels for log4j utility. So we have different kinds of levels here. Debug. If in case we want to change to info, we have to just click on the info, so that all the info level loggers will be displayed. In the same way, we can turn it off also. If we want all the levels, we can click on all. So we have all these options where you can play around, and based on our requirements we can update it. So the next one is extensions. So here this page it gives the details of all the installed extensions of the Hybris multi-channel suite. So what and all we have the extension, so those all will be listed over here. And you can see the version here, the core and the HMC and the web extensions. So the web extensions you can see with this, so which will be having the web root if it is a web module extension. So totally you can see there are around 159 extensions in this Hybris multi-channel suite. And then next is the initialization. So hope you would have remembered in chapter 3rd we had ran ant initialization, right? So we have the alternate way of doing that. So through HAC also we can do the initialization. So under the platform, if we go to initialization, we have an option here to initialize. So this will basically drop the tables and recreate back, and also it will truncate all the details, I mean the data inside the tables. So for that reason this initialization will be used. So we have the lock option here. If in case if we want to disable the buttons, we'll click on the lock. And also to see what exactly it runs under the initialization, we can generate the SQL scripts by clicking on this, and then we can check it out over there. Here you can see all the extensions here for the initialization. So the next command is the next one is update. So in this update, this will be used whenever we add any attributes to the item types, or if we add any new table to the Hybris system. So at that time we can use this update option. And the next one is SQL Script. So here we can generate the scripts for initialization and also for the update. So in order to see what exactly runs inside, we can generate the scripts and see it over here. And then the license. So as I am running in my local, it will be of basic one, wherein it will get expired within 30 days. After that again we have to reinitialize the database and then continue the work. So here in this page it will give the details about the SAP Hybris license. So the next one is support. So basically this page gives the logs of the Hybris server. So if you want any of the logs based on the date, you can just click on this and then click on the create. So if you after clicking on create, it will download the zip file. Inside that we'll be able to see the logs. And then the next one is PK analyzer. So in this PK analyzer, for Hybris, whenever we insert any data to the Hybris table, so each data will have its own PK, which will consist of 13 digits. Through that 13 digits, if we execute here by putting that PK, so we'll get to know which item type it is and the related information. For that we have this PK analyzer. And the next one is class path analyzer. In the class path analyzer, this will help us to know the classes loaded from the different jar files. For that purpose we can use this class path analyzer. In order to activate this, we have to add this property under local.properties. Then only we'll be able to see those class files. So this is pretty much about the platform. So next we will go to monitoring. In the monitoring we have the cache. Whenever we want to clear the cache, we can click on this clear cache button. So it will clear all the cache which has been formed. So Hybris by default it will be giving type system cache region and the other cache regions. So if you just click on this, you can see all the details here, the cached information. So this is how it will look like. And then next is the cluster. So as this is a local setup, we can see only one instance running here. If it is in production or the higher environment, we'll be adding there like multiple servers, each server performing different tasks. So at that time, we can see all the cluster related information here in this particular page. And then the database information you can see under this tab under monitoring database. So it shows the information of the data sources, table size, JDBC logging and JDBC log analysis. So next one is Cron Jobs. As this is a fresh setup, we are not seeing any Cron Jobs here. So whatever the defined Cron Jobs can be seen in this particular tab. And the next one is JMX Mbeans. So here to register or unregister the JMX Mbeans, we have a status button here. So the on will register it. If we just click on this, it will unregister it. So that information we can have it in the JMX Mbeans. So next one is regarding the memory, like how much free memory is there and the used memory. So that details you can see under this page. Here you can see 77.7% we have used it and the free memory is 22.3%. And also we can run the garbage collector in this particular page. So basically it is for performance tuning. And then we have the thread dump. So at particular point of time, if you want any thread dump, so that can be downloaded through this particular tab under the monitor. And also we have the current dump and the recorded dump also in this particular section. And the next one is performance test. To do the performance test, we have all these things options available. We can make use of those. We have linpack, SQL Max and the overall. So those details can be seen under this particular performance test. And the transaction tracing, we can enable the Dynatrace and see all the related information in this particular page. So the next one is maintenance. Under the maintenance, we have cleanup, encryption keys and the deployment. So if I click on cleanup, so this page will provide all the orphan types. Say suppose we have created the item type and given the reference. Due to some changes, we would have unlinked those item types. So those item types are called as orphan types, which we will never use it again. So those all details can be will be shown in this particular page. And the next one is encryption keys. So this page will help us to generate the encryption keys of the different sizes. For that we will be using this encryption keys. So if you want to migrate any encryption keys, this is the page. And for the credit cards encryption. And the next one is deployment. So under the maintenance, we have the deployment. So 6.3 onwards, for each item type we define, we have to give the deployment table. Before it was something like whatever we used to define, it used to sit under the generic table. So it was not mandatory before. Now they have made it mandatory. So those details of regarding the deployment tables, we can see it over here in this particular page. So the last one is the console. Under the console, we have the scripting languages here. So we can write either Groovy, Bean Shell or JavaScript and perform the CRUD operations. Through this, we'll be able to retrieve the data, like modify the data or update the data. And then is flexible search. So we can write a query and access the data. So let me show you one example here. I will write a query to retrieve the product. So here I just want one result, so I'll give one here and then click on execute. Here you can see the detail of that particular product. So this has been retrieved from the database. So this is how we can use the flexible query. So in upcoming videos, I will be creating a separate session for this, wherein I will show you like how to run different types of flexi queries. And next one is Impex Import. In order to upload the data or to import the data to the Hybris table, we use this particular page. So here we basically import the data to the Hybris database. And the next one is Impex Export. The data, if you want to have the backup or if you want to export the data and send it to the other system, we use this particular Impex Export. And the final one is Ldap. So Ldap is nothing but lightweight directory access protocol. So this is basically used for directory service authentication. So in order to enable this, we should have the Ldap extension in our Hybris suite. Then only those related information we can see in this particular page. So this is pretty much about HAC. Hope you enjoyed this session. If you like my video, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.